Okay, so I usually don't get into multiplayer games too often. Honestly, the first multiplayer games I ever got into were GoldenEye and Mario Kart 64. And those were fun because you had people in the same room and we were all yelling and screaming and insulting each other and looking at each other's screens and cheating and just having a great time. It was like having a big party. We would have pizza and soda and, you know, cake. The cake is a lie. And just had a good time. So, but when they started going to online multiplayer games with the PS2, well, not really PS2, more like the 360 era. I mean, PC gaming had been online for a while, but it really took off with the Call of Duty games and all that stuff. I didn't really get on board because it wasn't as fun. Like, it just wasn't fun to play against people you couldn't see and that you didn't know. Playing against strangers. A lot of times they were like 15-year-old kids who would just cuss you out all the time. So it kind of just turned into like a not fun scenario. So I kind of checked out the whole online multiplayer gaming scene. I had friends who were really into EverQuest and World of Warcraft, and I skipped that whole thing because I was like, well, what's the point? Like, what's the story? Is there a story? Is there an end game to this? Like, is there an ending? Or does it just keep going? Like, I wanted to live life. I didn't really feel like living in the game. But anyway, years later, I finally sat down and started playing some online multiplayer games, and they're actually really fun. No, it's not the same as having people in the room that you know. It's more fun that way, I think, still. I think Nintendo's right about that. I know people fight them on the whole, cooperative play in the room scenario, but honestly, I still think that's the best way to do multiplayer is having everyone in the same room. But having said that, that just doesn't happen too often, especially as an adult. I'm an adult and I just, I have friends, but they're all over the place. They all live in, some of them live in other states. It's not as easy anymore. So having online multiplayer games is great. Um, so I finally played World of Warcraft. Fantastic game. I get Blizzard did something incredible with that world. So I'm a newbie to World of Warcraft. I've been playing it for about maybe 2 years now, about 2 years, and really loving it. It's great. Um, First person shooters though are the one thing that I've had a hard time getting into, mostly because I would just get killed instantly. Like I have Black Ops 3 on PC, great game. Like I can tell instantly this is a very polished, very well designed game. And online multiplayer is fun, but I'm playing against people that are just they're geniuses at it. I just die. I kill every once in a while, but man, it's never been my thing, so I'm kind of out of practice. So, having said that, I finally had a chance to sit down and play Overwatch. I actually pre-ordered Overwatch, and it was part of the stress test beta. And now the open beta is up, and we had it a few days early because I pre-ordered. Um, and it's fantastic. It's the first it's the first time I played a first person game, an online first person game where I don't feel like I'm just way out of my league. It doesn't mean I'm as good as everyone else, but there's a character. There's always going to this. The great thing about Overwatch is that there's so many different kind of characters, and they each have their own totally unique abilities, attributes, and what their mission is in each mission. Um, for example, I love Junkrat because he doesn't have to be entirely precise. He's able just to shoot rockets out in the air, and kind of just have it land wherever it needs to. It doesn't have to be really precise. I like having those options because honestly, I'm not really quick with a mouse. I'm not really quick with the controller. I'm a little slower paced, so it's great to have a game where I can just be a tank. Like a World of Warcraft, I can be a tank and literally just, you know, protect everyone and not even have to shoot anyone at all. It's Overwatch is a game for someone like me who's good at gaming but isn't. Hey, Luna, my cat's walking behind me right now. Luna, hey, Luna, Luna, Luna. She's pretty awesome. That's the first person game I'm playing in a while where it really feels like that there is a character for me and that I have a role to play in this. Even though I may not be the best marksman, there is a way for me to contribute to the team, and that's just a great feeling. And I think Blizzard really hit on something here. I know there's been the Team Fortress games before, and they did something similar, but Overwatch is something special. I think Blizzard has really made something very unique. You can tell that a lot of love and passion went into the development of the game, and I can't wait for it to come out. I'm really excited to actually really get to get into it and watch my level go up and gain all the new skins and voices and poses and all that stuff. It has a great lore. It has got a great story behind each character. It's a very well thought out game, and it's the first time I played an online shooter where I'm actually having a lot of fun. I have Star Wars Battlefront. Looks great, but I die every time I start the game. Like, it has those stupid spawn points, and people can just shoot you at the spawn point. Like GoldenEye era kind of stuff that you think they would not have anymore, but apparently Star Wars Battlefront does. But Overwatch is not like that. Overwatch is very, very, very smart in how it's designed, and you never feel cheated. You never feel like I've never had a cheap shot at all in that game. I never feel like that I died because of some cheap trick that the game allows. I feel like I died because I just didn't do it right. That wasn't good enough, or more that like I just wasn't thinking at that moment. I just made a bad choice. And so that falls on me, and it makes me feel like I can actually get better at the game as opposed to trying to figure out the systems and rules of the game and having to play against people who know all the exploits. I'm tired of that kind of stuff. I can't stand games where I just feel cheated all the time, and that's why online shooters were kind of just not my thing. But Overwatch is definitely my thing. Luna, I'm trying to do a video. So that's my thought today. I just wanted to express that I'm really loving Overwatch, and I think that there's finally a place for me with online shooters. So thank you everyone for watching, Scruffy Looking Gamers. Watch our Overwatch beta gameplay that we're posting now from our Twitch channel, which is Scruffy Looking Gamers at Twitch. Easy to find. I might be on tonight doing a Twitch stream myself, but we'll see. So thank you everyone. See you guys later.